Hi guys, welcome again to another week of VapeIn reviews. This week I'm very excited because of this tank right here. This is the Steam Crave Aromamizer Supreme RDTA V2. Amazing ekta RDTA, even though it's an RTA, they're calling it an RDTA. I don't know why. I believe there's something to do with Steam Crave being the first company to, যে RDTA জিনিসটা বানাইছে. I'm not sure, I'm not a historian, but যেটা হচ্ছে what I'm really excited about again is the tank itself. It is amazing. এত স্মুথ ভেপ আমি এখন পর্যন্ত আসলে কোনো RDA কিছুতেই পাই নাই. Yes, my Hasar comes very close to it, but Hasarer থেকে এটার flavorটা I think is a little better, plus it's dual coil. Hasar is single, so obviously you're going to get more flavor out of this. I'll give you some particulars. For the last few weeks people have been saying amake bhai please to specs beshi kore bol, so I'll give you some specs, right? So right off the bat, it's 24 mm 24 millimeter. If I put it on my Loch Ness mod right here, you're going to see that overhang ta actually nai. So Loch Ness 24 ekটু বেশি গেলে you'll get an overhang, but on a 24 it fits perfectly on my Loch Ness, which is like this, as you can see. Another big thing is its side airflow, and the airflow is very easily controllable, right? You can move this and it will move back and forth, so you get ton of airflow options. So you can keep it wide open, semi-closed, and then you can go to the smaller slit and get more intense flavor. So the airflow options are great. One other great thing about it is the fact that there's a really nice juice flow control. You can keep it all the way closed like I have it right now, but I usually keep it open all the way, and that I think that's the best way to keep it going, because the flavor in this thing again is amazing. We're going to go ahead and build and wick it, and I'll come back and give you my conclusion. Alright, so let's go ahead and build and wick it. Alright, so আমরা এখন Steam Crave Aromamizer Supreme V2 RDTA, যেটা অ্যাকচুয়ালি একটা RDA, বাট আই গেস RDTA বলে, এটাকে আমরা বিল্ড করতে যাচ্ছি। সবার আগে অবভিয়াসলি ফার্স্ট অফে আমরা দেখে নেই যে এটার প্যাকেজিংটা, এই যে প্যাকেট, আমার মতে ইটস আ ভেরি নাইস প্যাকেজ দ্যাট ইউ গেট উইথ দি RDTA. Very robust, nice. Color options গুলো এখানে আছে stainless steel, matte black, matte gunmetal. There's a spelling mistake, MATTE হবে, but who cares. So এখানে enhanced airflow and juice system, Steam Crave, very nice packaging এর ভিতরে যদি দেখি এখন there's a magnetic lock এখানে, so লকটা খোলার পরে ভিতরে আছে আপাতত একটি ব্যাগির মধ্যে অনেকগুলো স্যাড জিনিস হচ্ছে ওরিং, না আছে স্যাড জিনিস না অ্যাকচুয়ালি I can see that there are a lot of spare screws as well. That's great. So spare screws, spare O-rings, spare glass tank, awesome. এবং these are really nice. এগুলো হচ্ছে গিয়ে single coil. Unlike say Geek Vape with silicone, these are really well made plastic ones, and as you can see there's a hole in there, so এখান থেকে airflow transfer হতে অনেক জোস। আর কি আছে আরেকটা, this is blocked off, so দুটি option for single coil airflow. So একটাতে you're gonna get দুই সাইড দিয়ে airflow which is going to hit one coil, আরেকটা হচ্ছে completely blocks off the একটা side airflow আর কি. So let's go ahead and look at the actual tank, and this is what we are left with. So the base is this, like I said এটা বেশি বড় না, it's kind of small, right? So small coils like macro coils যেটা ওই সব coils এটার মধ্যে work good. You can put anything more than anything less than a 26 by 32 Clapton, but the com wrap, it's not that big at all. If you look at it in my hands, it's it's not that big at all. I'm gonna guess this is about 18, maybe 16 millimeter. overall tankটা হচ্ছে 24. Anyways, অনেক কথা বললাম, but let's go ahead and put this together. So first we're going to build on this, and আজকের জন্য again I'm going to use twisted coils, but আজকের twisted গুলো হচ্ছে গিয়ে 28 gauge Canthals, unlike the 24 like last week যেটা ইউজ করেছিলাম. So these are 28 Canthals that have been wrapped on a 2.5 bit এবং 7 reps. So we'll put this in here and then I'll construct the rest of the tank. But the first thing first যেটা এটা হচ্ছে you have to use this only and build it, and I'll do that on my Loch Ness NV Loch Ness. So that's the mod that I'm going to put it on top of, and we'll build on this. All right. Okay, so this is what it will look like. I know this isn't মানে এটা কমপ্লিট না, এটা নিচে you have this part that goes in and everything, but I found that এইভাবে বানানোটা is like the easiest way. By the way, these screws, they're very well made. Strip হয় না অত সহজে. I haven't over tightened them, but I'm guessing that they'll withstand it. They're also Allen key on a star screwdriver, but Phillips said na they're Allen key screws. So right now I have it sitting on top of my Loch Ness. I'm going to put the Canthals through here and we'll fire it up, okay? Okay, so the coils have been placed. As you can see, I have centered them ekdom as much as possible. You don't want to go beyond the a jagata. You don't want to cross this place right there, right? You want to keep it within that. And that has eta if we cross this, it's going to hit the body and then you're going to short out your tank. So just make sure that happens. Let's do a little ohm check, and it is reading right now at 0.47 ohms, which is good enough. I'm just going to fire it to see how it looks. So I'll just pulse it, and maybe too strong করতে হবে মালটাকে. So let me do that. Cool, looks great. And now I'm just going to go ahead and show you how to wick this. And again, for wicking, I'm going to be using cotton bacon. এবং আজকে the featured juice is going to be this. Again, it's from the Vape Wild series. I love Vape Wild juices. They're cheap, they're good, they're perfect. This is current affair. Etar flavor notes gula I believe is pear, blackcurrant and cream, and I really like it, so I'm going to use this to juice. But right now we'll go ahead and wick this. Alright, so we've done the wicking part. I want to show ekta jinish. Eta hocche giye je when you wick it, make sure that this right here, ei wickta ebong onno side e je apnar cotton ta ache, it goes right up to the bottom part right there. So এটাকে যখন নাকি আমি টানবো, this is where it ends up. এর বেশি কটন আমার দরকার নেই. So if I show you a side, এখানে নিয়ে you want to cut off your cotton right at the last, not the o-ring এর নিচেও একটু জায়গা আছে. So এই যে এই জায়গাটা o-ring এর নিচে, you want to cut it off right there where এটা শেষ হয়ে যায়. And that's going to be where I cut off my cotton once it's done. Okay, so this is how it looks like once we're done. As you can see that the cotton is very fluffy in there, put in, and সবচেয়ে বড় জিনিসটা হচ্ছে গিয়ে that you kind of have to stuff এই জায়গাটা, because if there's going to be any leak, it's going to be from this point onwards. So just এখানে একটু cotton রাখতে হবে. If you see through, there is some space so the liquid can come in and drip in there. So, and same thing on the other side is I've stuffed right under the coil এখানে, because it's side airflow. Airflow will be hitting the coils from the side niche theke, so just make sure that you kind of stuff the bottom of the deck of this coil, because that's the only place. Sometimes over drip hole or over drip on that, sometimes if you kichu jodi hoy tokhon it will come out the side. So if you just stuff out the side, the cotton will stop the liquid from coming out, and that should work. So once this is done, I'm going to go ahead and juice it. So now that it's done, we're just going to check on it and see how it fires. Yep, fires pretty good. Cotton is saturated. After the saturation, you might want to just make sure that you tuck in all the cotton so it's nice and tucked in, kono oshubida nei. Yep, that's pretty good. Because it's such a small deck, this is the only para that you'll have, is to make sure that all the cotton is nicely tucked in, so there's nothing protruding out from the build deck. Now that this is done, I'll show you what I do in order to make sure that the tank goes in. So now that we've wicked and pretty much built the deck, what we need to do is build the tank. Now tankta, because of the machining being so good, everything just sort of fits together. The first part is this. Etar moddhe, as you can see, this is the side air holes. This ring goes in, right? So this is your airflow control ring. And once this is set, you can twist it and set up all your airflows. I'll keep it wide open for now. On top of this, you're gonna take the glass, put the glass. After the glass, this is the important part, as this will go in, and this goes in. There you go. It's not going to take a lot of twists, but like I said, the machining is really good, so beshi twist lagbe na. Just quite a twist dile, this will just stick inside. And now we have a pretty good, the chimney going in with the glass, and then the top fill over the chimney. Once this is done, I'm going to keep the top open, but I'll just construct the top. This is your chuff cap, drip tip. It's a 510 adapter that goes into the top cap, and it just kind of pops right in. You don't have to screw anything over. So that goes here, but I'll put that in later after I've juiced it. So this is the main tank, right? And the cool thing about it is you can actually see, bring up these, you can actually see that this is, when you put this through, right, from there, you can actually see straight through where the juice will come out, and there's a juice flow control, and this is the juice flow control ring that goes on the bottom, and this kind of controls how much juice dorkar. I usually just keep it open all the way, but yeah. So this is the tank. The juice, there is no, you won't see holes here. It's actually way in there. Way in there that the juice will come out. So I'll take this right now and I'll show you how to put it on top of my thing. So jeta khayal korte hobe eta hocche ge there's a groove, right? What I mean by groove is the fact that ekhane, if I don't know if I can show you, but see ekhane there is like a protruding like little metal piece of metal ekhan theke bar hoye ashe, and then it's not there but it's here. And the same thing is on the bottom of this tank, is you'll see that there's a little bit of less metal. Now what you need to do is you need to take that and make sure that je jagata build deck theke it's protruding out, uita you put it on the tank and catch it. So it's sort of like a latching system. This is the only para of building this tank, but once this is done, this will easily come off, right? So this now comes off. So the cool thing about having something like this is even if this tank is full, I can just take the tank, keep it upside down with the top cap on, and I can just take out the deck and work on it without draining my entire tank. So that's the cool feature of having something like this. But once this is done, you can take this now, and what you will do is you'll take this bottom part. There's two bottom parts. So you want to take the part like this. So this twists in. This is the juice flow control. So that's lock, unlock. So I'll put it in the lock position, and then you put this and you screw this all the way in. What you want to make sure is there are no gaps. So if you can silver dekha jay, if you can see the metal inside, and that means that there is a gap. A gap ta thakle is a problem, which means that you haven't wicked this properly. Yeah. So ekhon jeta amra korbo eta hocche ge, with this tank done, we're going to put this back into our mod. There we go. Okay, my airflow, now I'll show you how good the machine is. Again, this airflow is very easy to open and close. So I'll keep the airflow fully open right now. Make sure that the juice flow is absolutely closed. It will leak when you fill. So whenever you fill, make sure that the juice flow is closed, And now we're going to fill, and filling is on this tank is very easy. Onek boro boro juice holes, and I can just juice as much as I want. I'll juice halfway through. Okay, and then you take the top cap, right? And finally you put this and you open it. And welcome back. So as you saw, ekটু build korte para because of the small deck and then bottom niche theke khule whatever, but man, the payoff, this is the payoff. Wow, super amazing. It কি বলবো, মানে I can taste as if like আমার মুখের সামনে someone's holding like a pear, and I don't know how a black currant tastes like, but pearটা, it's very tasteful, and it's so smooth. অনেক smooth একটা vape. One of my favorite things about this RDTA is the fact that it's so smooth. Like if you're starting off and you're not used to RDAs যেটা অনেক like a Goon or a Kennedy যেটা it'll just packs full of not just flavor but a lot of, you know, it too harsh hote pare, and especially if you're moving in from 3 to 6. Usually I just do 3 mg, but with this I can do 6. Hell, I might even try at 12 because it's so smooth. I have nothing but good things to say about this Aromamizer. I personally got it from VapeIn because the thing about it is it was Rakib bhai ekta answer quite duita answer or whatever, but ekta porichilo and no one, like, it was just there, and I saw it and I was like, you know what, I'm just going to take a chance. I went online, looked for reviews, couldn't find anything, found one Reddit review where this guy was like, this mod is amazing, whatever, and this tank is amazing, whatever, and after I got it I was like, damn, like onek farafati ekta tank. I know they call it an RDTA, and it's not one, it's an RTA. One thing, okay, I've been talking too much about the good things, but I'll give you some bad things. One bad thing is this top cap, whatever it is, the 510 drip tip, this needs to go. I mean, I don't use this, I take it off and I use my own Delrin top cap drip tip. Because it's kind of too close. I like it to lomba hole, it would have been better. So you just take it out, put in your own 510 whatever. That's one con. The other con is obviously the deck is, to me, is like too small. Micro coils chara, if you want to put in like a Clapton or whatever, you can't. It's literally like 24 mm, bhitore build deck is like 18, maybe 16 mm, so it's gonna be really hard to, and I have kind of fat fingers, right, and it's really hard to get in there and, you know, do these. So that's one. Our shopche it's not really a con per se, but if this had some way of locking some I don't know how to put this, but we did nicher jinishta, when you put it and then do it, if there was some way of locking the juice while you did it, it would have been great. Like juice control ta niche pore jaote, you can't lock it and then, you know, take it out. You have to, it's always open. The only thing that locks it is this juice flow control, and it's right in the bottom, right? And if that juice flow control was somewhere in the middle or somewhere where you could lock it and then take the tank out, I don't know if I'm making sense, but because if you take the tank out and you pull the bottom out, you're going to get the drippage from the tank, and that's not good. But all in all, even with those, you know, cons, once you have everything locked in, it will not leak, right? I've been using it, there's no leakage, no nothing, so kono leak nai. I believe the previous versions had leaking problems, this one doesn't. It doesn't leak out the sides or whatever. Airflow dio hoina, the airflow options are amazing. And again, I'll keep going back to it, but etar taste eto smooth. You can taste every part of your juice. And a good thing is with small coils, you know, you don't have to vape at like crazy, you know, temperatures or whatever. I'm vaping this right now to get to a 4.2 volt, I'll do it at 31.8. I don't know if you can see it, 31.8, and the coils are reading at like 0.47 ohms. So this keeps, I can use this all day. Amar battery auto jabe na. Whoa, one more con. It's not a con, it's a pro or con depending on who you are. It's a pagolo moto juice khai. If I use it with the juice flow all the way open, just go juice khai. I have finished 30 ml of juice within like a night because I was using this like that. But the payoff again is great because you taste, you can, if you really like a juice and you have a favorite juice, be sure to try it with this. Whether you buy it or you don't, just use it with this, right? The last thing about this is obviously the price. Go to VapeIn right now. New stock has just arrived and these are right now available in VapeIn. I'm not going to give you the price right now. Just go check it in VapeIn and you'll be surprised, because honestly I would pay 5,000 taka for this, but the actual price is not even close to it. So just go check it out on the VapeIn Facebook page, and yeah, if you can, just go ahead, try it. If you see me at VapeIn, be sure to ask me and I'll make you try it, because I think that এইসব মড যেগুলো এইসব ট্যাঙ্ক যেগুলো আমরা আসলে বেশি রিভিউ দেখতে পারি না on YouTube, people don't review it, but these tanks go unheard of. Well, it shouldn't, because this is an amazing tank, and this is the only tank out of all the 3 tanks that I've done last 3 weeks. This is the one that I would buy again and again and again and again, because amazing. Anyways, আজকে অনেক কথা বলে ফেলেছি, so I'm really sorry, but I love this tank and I hope you love it too. Go check it out and hopefully I'll see you soon. Thank you again for watching. Thank you for all the great comments and all the support. All right, I'll see you guys later. Bye.